Okay. Welcome to another episode of Connect in Politics. We're here with a special guest. Please introduce yourself by telling us your name, where you're currently located, and your favorite snack.
My favorite snack. Interesting. Okay. Hi, my name is Toyin Asada. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and my favorite snack is it's hard to choose one. Let's just say plantain chips.
Nice, nice. So, are these homemade plantain chips, or do you get from a certain place? What kind of?
If Funny story, when I was little, my siblings and I would usually make plantain chips at home, by ourselves. Actually, we do more of the unripe plantain. So we just cut into slim pieces and we fry as plantain chips. But I don't have time for that growing up now. So I just like the ones that I buy in traffic. The particular one I buy in traffic, and that's the name is I've forgotten the name. It has this red. Okay, I think it's red. I've forgotten the name of the brand, but it has different colors. There's red, there's yellow, there's green, there's brown. So that particular type I buy in traffic. That's my favorite plantain chips. Yeah.
Where do you buy it? The reason I'm asking this is because it's my favorite. I was telling the story when I was in Lagos a few years ago. There was this plantain chips in traffic too, but around like the second roundabout in Lake.
Yeah.
And it was just it's amazing. Like I talk about it all the time. And so where do you get your plantain chips?
I get it usually on the island, but I also get it on the mainland sometimes. Around, but usually if you go to the island if you are going towards Osborne Road, Ikoyi environs, that main road, Osborne, Lekki, that road, that Lekki road, that roundabout. Then usually you can also get that. I've seen that Maryland roundabout. If you are turning into Cantoni. You get that sometimes. You also get in Yaba sometimes. And I live in Yaba, so someone next to Yaba, I'm like, oh my god, great! I just get a lot. But when I'm on the island, I know I will find it.
Yeah. Nice. What's your fondest memory from childhood?
Fondest memory. Wow, it's hard to choose. There are a lot. Is it by myself or with my siblings?
You can mix it. Add them together.
Hard to choose because I had a lot of fond memories from childhood. But I think my fondest memory would be I've always been pretty creative. I've always been pretty let's say artistic. I've always known how to have fun by myself, So as a child, one of my fondest memories when I would, in my own head, do a music video just by myself, with no cameras, with just my imaginations. So it's very funny and it might even sound a bit weird, but just allow me. So what I would do is I'll be maybe in my bedroom with a class dress and I would sing and dance. And just in my mind, I'm in a music video. I'm shooting everything by myself. So I'm dancing, I'm singing. Then I go and change. So in music video, they have different outfits.
Oh boy.
Those moments. When I was a child, I had no shame. I was so comfortable in my own skin. And it happened because growing up, we always have siestas. Like at home, my siblings, once it's afternoon, they sleep. I'm the firstborn. So my siblings are always sleeping in the afternoon. My mom is usually resting. If she's not resting, she's not around. So everybody's always the afternoon is always very quiet. So I'm the one I don't sleep when I was a child in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay, I'm the only one. So what should we do? Let's have fun. So only me. I just have a great time. So I pretend I'm in a music video and I sing and I'll change my location and I'll sing. I'll just sing. I'll compose songs. So that was looking back, I had a blast on my own. I was great. So my siblings woke up. So that's my fondest
Nice.
memory.
Nice. So how do you think your childhood helped groom you into the person you are today?
My childhood. I think in a lot of ways actually, but one of the major ways I feel like my childhood has really helped me in my adulthood is in the way, there are different dimensions to it. I can say in the confidence aspect, and I can also say in my writing. but maybe they go hand in hand. Growing up, I was very fearless. I always say, like, very confident, and I really believed in my talent. I started writing as far back as maybe 5. So I would write stories, I'll compose stories, compose songs, but I used to write a lot. I write poetry, I remember a time that I wrote a letter to my dad about my mom, asking if she was my real mom or my stepmom. So I was like, okay, let me know if she's my mom or my stepmom. Let me just know, because she's so harsh, she's so mean. So I wrote a letter to my dad, and my dad was like, Toyin, this is an amazing write. So you write so well. And that was what he said. And I was like, what? I was mad. Like, you're not taking what I'm saying serious. Like, I'm playing my mom. And he's like, you write so well. Keep it up. And I give him back the letter. Like, he didn't take me seriously. Now I see why he didn't take me seriously. But then I was really offended. But in a way, there was a positive takeaway from that. Like, okay, I'm a really good writer. Like for your age, you write so well. I've always been a reader. Yeah, I think that was the major thing. I read a lot. I wrote a lot, and I was pretty confident. So I think, like, growing up now, at some point in my life, I kind of lost the confidence, like my teen years in boarding house. But later on, as I was approaching my late teens, I got back my confidence. So I remember that little Toyin, so I got that back, so that there's a balance now. So I can be very shy and sometimes jittery or scared of things, but I just do things with confidence, even when I'm scared. So I feel like, in a way, all those childhood writing, talking, all that has really compared to what I think you can even see it now.
That's good. Yeah, no, that's good. And so, what are the most important lessons you learned from your parents?
Most important lessons. How many should I mention?
Let's do. So
Okay,
this is great. Let's do 2 each. 2 each. No, 2 each.
Okay.
2 from mom, 2 from dad.
Okay, from mom, 2 from dad. Okay. From my dad, he keeps saying something when I was growing up. He says, make hay while the sun shines. He says it a lot, because he said, according to him, my granddad, that's his father, used to say it a lot while he was growing up, and he kept saying that, like, that's everything. So it's like, do things, at the right time. There's time for everything, and the earlier it is, the better. So anything you're doing, make hay while the sun shines. So don't waste time. So another thing was my dad would always tell you, education is like everything. Education gives you that platform. So he's very big on education. So he always taught us how important education is. And so far, I've seen how true that is. So, like, get a good education, and that's like your platform for anything you want to become in life. So I think the third thing, okay, 2, yeah. So 2 from my dad and 2 from my mom. My mom taught me, she said it in Yoruba. I don't know if you understand if I say it, but let me try and just interpret it. In Yoruba, she would say it, and I will interpret it. She say, ibere soro ni ibere oriburuku, meaning the moment you can't speak up, that is the beginning of unfortunate things. Like, the moment you can't speak for yourself, that's the beginning of your misfortune, basically. So, I mean, that was everything to me. And, for someone that I told you I was very confident as a child, and as a teenager, I was very scared. I was very mute. I didn't talk because I think life, I started seeing life, that child fantasy was over. But then she would now tell me, Toyin, this is not you. Like, you need to speak up for yourself. So that was one of the things that helped me to get myself back. So when I think about, speak up. So I remember my first job, my second job as a lawyer in my previous law firm. So I noticed there was a pay disparity between myself and my colleague, my male colleague. And I had an option to just keep quiet and just, be a good girl and just take it like that, or to go and meet my boss and respectfully ask why there is a pay disparity, saying that my colleague and I were both, the same at the bar. So it wasn't like my senior, and it wasn't as if it was better than I was. And we got to the firm almost at the same time. So there was no reason for that pay disparity. So I think that those lessons, so I went to my boss, I spoke to him about it, and even he could not deny it. So he just said, well, I was very respectful, and I was, I went straight to the point, and I was like, okay, no problem. And the following month, I got a difference. So we're on the same pay. So if I didn't speak up for myself, and I was just timid, and I was trying to, I didn't want to act like, I could cause trouble or something. I would just be taken advantage, I guess. So that's one of the major lessons. So another lesson is don't be a victim. Like, don't ever have a victim mentality. Don't wallow in self-pity. I'm like, oh, so what they did to me. Look at me, look at me. Like, speak up for yourself. Look at what you can do to, help yourself. Like, don't just wallow in whatever it is that you're going through. Don't be a victim, basically. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Yeah, those are some great lessons. What do you do? What are your favorite things to do for self-care?
Self-care. Favorite things to do. Self-care. Self-care for me is doing things I love. When I do things I love, I'm not jittery. I'm not nervous. Excuse me. Even when I'm in a place whereby I'm doing something new, want something that I'm comfortable doing. So reading, I love reading. So when I'm reading, that's a way of doing self-care because I'm at ease. It's better than just scrolling on my phone and just, the whole looking at screen. So I'm learning, and it cools me down. I won't fall asleep sometimes while reading. So self-care, reading is a good way to do self-care. Then self-care for me is exercising every morning. So I've not been faithful in the past, but now I've been over the past 2 weeks. I think I've been very faithful in that. Every morning I do my exercise. It really helps me to be energetic. It helps me to even reflect. It helps me set my tone for the day. So I feel like that's a good self-care. Then other stuff like just looking good. Trying to take care of my skin. I'm not so religious with all those products, but at least just trying to have a small routine every day, taking care of my skin, just my face, really. Nothing so serious. Yeah, so I think those are basically, and just looking good. Looking good is the form of self-care because it gives me confidence, So yeah, exercising, looking good, and just doing things I love, like chatting with friends before Corona times, going out and in my book club, when we have our meetings in my book club and we just chat over, Chapman, and other drinks and food, just meeting people, being, just talking with my girls, just do what I love, really. And being my husband is a good self-care.
That's good. I like how you just brought that in at the end. Being with your husband, that's good. Uh, is there? Say it again. Did it break out?
Your video froze for a minute.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is there something that you look forward to that excites you? That you're looking forward to?
That excites me. Yeah, being a mom. Yeah, like I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm not pregnant yet, but that's one of my plans in the nearest future. So that will be a new phase in my life, and I know it's going to be challenging, but I'm really excited to just when that time comes. I'm just picturing how would he or she look like, who would she look like, me or my husband or both of us or my dad or I'm just picturing that, and it's really exciting. It's a bit scary too, but it's exciting. So I think that's one thing. Like, that would be a new me. That would be Toyin as a mom. That's really exciting and scary.
Nice, nice. And do you have is this plan to have a large family or one child, 2 kids, 11?
What do you find by large family?
11, like say, I mean, I don't know. Just do you have a number in mind, or you don't have a number in mind?
The kind of family I have in mind, this kind of family I grew up in, that's 3 kids.
Okay.
3 kids.
Okay.
That's what I actually want. I feel like that's not too small and that's not big either. So for me, that's the kind of family I would like, by God's grace.
Nice, nice. So you kind of alluded to this, but what do you do in your professional life, and how did you get to where you are?
I'm a lawyer by profession. So that's like my career. That's my main job. I became a lawyer by studying law in university. Studied law in University of Lagos, and I graduated in 2014. Then I proceeded to Nigerian Law School, where I qualified for the bar in 2015. So I've been practicing law ever since. So basically that's it.
Have you, what have you learned recently that changed your perspective on on something. It could be a subject, an idea, product.
Hmm. One major thing I learned very recently is forgiveness. Forgiveness. I've always known, we all know forgiveness not for the person, it's for you, and all of that good stuff. But I came to really, really understand it because I went through a situation where somebody offended me and it was not necessary. Like, when you're not even supposed to, like, under normal circumstances, like that was not called for, and that was just me. And I'm a very friendly person, so I would always say I have a heart of, I don't have that of stone. I forgive. I would always say that before that experience. But when that happened, and what the person did was something that really touched me. Like, it was in an area that I was very particular about, and so one time I learned about forgiveness was the fact that you don't have to wait for the person to apologize before you forgive, which was very big for me because, like I said, I used to think I was very forgiving, but that was when, that is if you apologize to me. So I would say, okay, we are cool, fine, but I learned a new dimension to forgiveness, which is actually very important. And I come to that it's key to having peace in your heart. It's not just about waiting for people to tell you they are sorry or even acknowledging that they were wrong. Some people might even become nasty, when you even like try to raise the issue with them, but I learned how to just make my peace with whatever situation happens to me and forgive, even if the person does not respond like I believe it should logically or she should, but just forgiving and letting go, take the lessons. It doesn't mean you can't say, okay, it doesn't mean you can't take up the issue with the person and say, this is what you did. But even at that, you need to still check your heart. Don't do that from a place of malice, from a place of, okay, I want to show you, I want to, prove a point. Just make the person know what you have done, and learn from it. And don't expect, that the person would be, would understand or would now realize what the person has done wrong. But don't expect remorse. If you get it, fine. But you know how they say that when you expect things, you get disappointed. Like, expectations produce disappointment. So just if you must, for your own, for closure, just say, okay, it's what you did. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with what you did. But whatever happens, it's fine. But do not wait for remorse or repentance or apology before you forgive. That was really deep for me. So that's one thing I learned recently.
And do you have any advice for your younger self?
Advice. Okay. One advice I have for my younger self is be disciplined. That's what I'll tell my younger self, because I'm very smart. I've always been smart. I'm very intelligent. I'm not that trying to have. I know that I have all these qualities, but indiscipline has hindered some of these qualities from coming out in some areas. Like being, no matter how smart you are or intelligent or whatever, if you do not have discipline, like in managing your time, in being consistent, you might end up looking like the most unserious person in some areas you get. So what I'll tell my younger, I'm still very young, so but so that's what I'm actually working on right now. And I've made a lot of improvements. I'm getting better. I mean, walking alone would even whip into shape, but I'll tell my younger self, my teenage self, and my university undergraduate self, you are good, just be disciplined. So I'll say.
And what's the best advice you've received?
The best advice, that's very hard. The best advice I've received. You already asked me about like what I left my parents. So it's hard to pick one best advice. Well, I'll just say this. Excuse me. Opportunity plus preparation equals success. So I feel like I'm at that phase in my life where that's like my watchword. Like when people tell me, when I, in everything I'm going through, and even if it seems like, okay, I'm not really making headway, or maybe I've not gotten to that breakthrough, or, it's looking like as if, it might not happen. The fact that I know that if I keep preparing, the opportunity would come. and then I'll get the breakthrough I want. And also knowing that if I do not prepare and the opportunity comes, then like I said, even if no matter how smart you are, you've lost it. So that keeps me going. Like that's one of the greatest advice I've ever had. In anything I'm doing in my work, in anything, once I just keep doing the best I can every day, then opportunity will come to, bring the breakthrough. So I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, what has been the toughest thing you've had to tackle, and what helped you get through it?
Toughest thing. That's difficult. Toughest never had to tackle. Toughest. It's hard. I've had some tough times, but like toughest. Okay, one comes to mind, but it's pretty personal. I don't want to say it. So I'll think of something else. Toughest thing. It's hard. I don't know, Michael. I don't know. I was like, and they're not. Maybe that's just one tough thing. Maybe law school. Yeah. Maybe when I was in law school, it was very. Wasn't even the toughest, but it was a tough time. Yeah. And I think it was more psychological because there is this thing. You always want to be a lawyer, and then you've gone through university, you studied law, you graduated, and now it's law school, and it's so tough. And even the atmosphere is so tense, because people are repeating the exam, people are failing the exams. You see some people that have gone out and are coming back to write the exams again, and you're just like, oh my god. And like there is this, they really glorified the whole bar finals. Like, oh, bar finals. Next one is bar finals because of bar finals. So I remember my first bar final exam, I kept shaking for the first 5 minutes. I kept shaking. I couldn't even I was like, oh my god, this is the bar finals. This is the bar finals. It was very tough. But it was more of a mental, issue for me because everybody just, that was like, the atmosphere was so tense. So we're all like, oh, bar finals. But I did, I made it through. I did well. I passed. I became a lawyer. I didn't fail. I didn't repeat, But it was just that 1 year process. It was so grueling. It was more like if I don't make it, then my mates will be qualified and I won't get qualified. I feel like those are all the tough times, Yeah.
When I say happy, what comes to mind?
When you say happy?
Yes.
Happy. When I'm with my loved ones. When I'm with my like yesterday, my husband and I went to visit my parents. We haven't seen them since before the pandemic. So in Nigeria, they eased the lockdown. So we decided to say hello to them since we're both in the same state. And it was so great seeing them again, just gisting and laughing. And my mom, I told my mom to make amala and begiri, and she made it, and it was delicious. And just, we're just chatting, catching up. When famous, like, don't touch me, just that environment, or just laughing. When I'm with my husband, we're just chilling, we're not thinking about, anything that's stressing us out. I'm watching a nice Netflix series or movie. That's happy for me.
Nice. What qualities or character traits do you admire in other people?
I admire authenticity. When people are very real, even when I don't agree with you, I admire when you can stand up and say, this is what I believe, this is what I think. And I don't like people that are like this. They're not straightforward, they're just very dodgy. So they say what you want to hear, and they go and say something else in that place. I like people that are very straightforward and authentic, and they are very true to who they are. So I like that. I also like when people are hardworking. I like people that they have good work ethic. Yeah, people that are very, people that they're not entitled, they work hard and you can see the process. So they really inspire me. So I like people that read. Yeah, I like readers. Yeah. So when I see someone that reads a lot and and I say, okay, you're reading a book, or he or she reading a book, okay, you're reading, and when you talk, it shows that you're intelligent. So I like things like that. I like people of faith.
Got it. Nice. All right, for a fun question, if you won the lottery tomorrow, and I mean, say, 500 US dollars,
Wow.
500 million, 500 million US
Million
dollars,
US dollars.
what will you do?
Hmm. Hmm. Oh my God. Okay, first things first. I'm a Christian, so I'll pay my tithes. Then, oh my God, like that's a lot. I'll pay my tithes first. Then, obviously, you know, I'll have to, make some. I would definitely make some good investments with that money in different. You have in a very um, versatile portfolio, or do real estate investments, stocks, all sorts. I would, invest the money. Then I'm very passionate about educating people. There are a lot of people out there that really want to get education, and some people that are out there that that how their future will be because they're not educated. You know that they're on the streets, like selling stuff in traffic, or even in the village. I have some like family members, like distant relatives in the village are just getting pregnant at 14 just because what else? They don't have an
Mhm.
education, really having to look forward to. So they get pregnant and they're lucky they married the man or whatever, and maybe the man is more like a, one maybe mechanic, and it's just they don't really have a good future because they don't have education. So I would definitely channel some of that money, a good for that money to educating people out there. Yeah, so a good part of the money will be used in helping people to get good education. Then I'm also passionate about reading. So I belong to an NGO that helps to get books to schools. So I'll be donating the money to those kind of, not the money, some good part of the money to those NGOs. And I also belong to an NGO that take up some cases, some pro bono cases
Yeah.
for inmates that are in prison and don't have legal representation. I don't have they don't have funds to get legal representation. So I belong to that NGO. So I take up some cases on volunteer basis. And the NGO is funded by one of my very good friends, and she's doing it from her pockets. She's funding from her pocket. So I would really assist the NGO with some money from that. And then of course take my future kids, set up a good, college fund, take care of their future, then enjoy some of it for myself. If there's anything left after I've said, but obviously the money would go into impacting lives and impacting my own life and securing my future and that of my family. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Since you brought up your future kids, what values are you hoping to imprint on your kids when you do have them?
Wow. For my kids, by the grace of God, I number one thing is for them to know God. My faith is very important to me. So I want them to know God. I would want them to know God for themselves, not because we're born into a Christian family. So my husband and I are going to inculcate that, that love for God. We hope and pray and plan to live by example of, what a good Christian should be, while also being very open about what life is, like the challenges of life. So I want my children to be Christians, and not just because we're going to church, but because they understand what it's all about. Also, another value that I want to give to my children is for them to have integrity, like in anything, even if they might get hurt or they might lose face. I want them to be people of integrity, that their yes is their yes and their no is their no. They won't say good morning. We're like, okay, God, what's the time? Is it really good morning, or is it evening or afternoon? I also want them to be children that are very real. So those are values, being authentic, being true, and also I want them to be proud of who they are, being proud of their heritage, of the kind of family they come from, part of their country. They're going to be Nigerians, and the whole world is always talking about, oh, Nigerians, you guys are doing internet fraud, you guys are this, you guys are that. But I want them to be proud of who they are, essentially, and not be a stereotype. I want them to, wherever they are, stand up tall and be proud of being Nigerian. So basically, I think that, and a lot more definitely, but I don't want to bore you with so many details.
Yeah, those are good qualities. For our final question, how do you define success?
Wow, success. Wow, that word success. I think it has been used in a lot of ways, and it has meant different things to me over course of the years I spent on earth. For me, success is you can't define it in one way. For me, success can be defined in one particular way. For me, success comes in different areas of my life. So before I say, well, that much is a success, but now I know and I believe that someone can be successful in one area and be a total failure in another area. So for me, success is in any area is for me, it's being who I'm called to be in different areas. When I say what I'm called to be, is like with my purpose. So I believe so much in God having a call over my life, and I know I'm working in that calling, and I know that the gifts that God has given me, the gift of writing, the gift of speaking, the gift of my poetry, and all those qualities that I have, I'm supposed to use to impact lives for good. So as a lawyer, for example, success for me would mean when I handle my cases, I give my best. So even if it's, for example, a court case that I'm handling, and even if, God forbid, I don't maybe win the case, but knowing that I'm giving my best to it, for me, that's success for me. And if it's another thing, I'm just maybe preparing a document, do some negotiations, and and I give my best. Just not trying to collect money from clients, just delivering, my best. That's success. Then growing my practice. I run my private practice, Mrs. Legal, and I have my goals for each year, and just being able to make progress in those goals, like going for I don't have to tick everything off the lists for me to, be successful. I don't have to have attained all my goals one by one. If I've attained, to a level, I'm making progress, I'm succeeding. So for me, success is not a destination. It's not, it's just a process for me. So as a wife, just making sure that I'm working on my marriage, even when I'm, if I make mistakes, being able to even come back, to correct my errors or to retrace my steps, being able to just doing life. For me, success is not being perfect. It's just having the right mindset in every situation, being able to go back when you realize you're wrong. And to me, also involving God in your life's journey, for me, guarantees success. It doesn't mean like you might not have some setbacks or failures, but just having God, for me, is just, yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm saying a lot, but I just feel like success is just being able to just keep moving, because I believe that at the end of the day, everybody would always have something that they really still want, no matter how the heights they've attained. So just being able to look back and see how far you've come and that you are still moving and you've made so much progress. With that success, so it's continuous. So sorry, it's as basic as starting your day, saying, today I want to prepare rice and stew for lunch, and then I want to exercise in the morning. I want to fast in the morning. I don't want to have breakfast before having lunch. And you're able to do that. That is success. Yeah.
Well, it's a perfect way to end. We connected, we politic, and we will definitely do this again in the near future. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.